Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're playing more Phoenix Wright. Last time, I think we barely scraped by and not guilty. Or at least reasonable doubt. Phew, that was a close one. I knew you were giving it your all to defend me. But I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself.
But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Thanks. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh?
Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghosts will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia?
Yeah, you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer.
She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that.
Time to pull out the, like, very easy for me to do country accent. Court will now reconvene. Now, first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. I love her. I just want this candy. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please.
Hey, Venus, how you doing?
Just fine.
Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza.
Name and occupation.
I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here's violent against my fair self.
That's fine.
That's fine. That ain't fine, that's a whip.
There's no need for foolish outcries and from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder.
I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet.
I don't like... Again, I know they're probably trying to do, like, the puffy sleeves, like the shoulder pads. I just keep thinking it's like, she just looks like Frankie.
The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
No. Let's all be one big happy family, okay?
Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang! We heard this gunshot. The lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was a dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room.
And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Wrecking course!
Excuse me.
Wrecking course! It's short for you reckon? Of course I did!
Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture?
Let's see here. This here's the picture.
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Okay. There was a second gunshot, though. Only Doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. I'm gonna press this. Oh, that's what we're saying? Was it really a gunshot? I don't want to say that. I want to bring up the fact that there were 2 gunshots. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. I did... Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yeah, it was something that sounded like a gunshot. I didn't want to go on the fact that it was... for the gunshot. Okay. Rushed into the room. Okay. Cause like, from the picture it looks like he's there. I'm kind of just... Are you absolutely certain of that?
Sure I am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so...
Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fay?
There was no one else in there, and you know it.
The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Is there really no one else in there? What about... There was an entire folding screen. I think there was... What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there?
Reckon given?
Huh? What in the...
Reck given. You know, you reckon. That's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way there was anyone hanging out behind that phone screen.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart?
What? You got a problem?
Reck given... I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as reckon given and Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Her story adds up. What's worse, I was there at the scene of the crime with her. And her story is exactly how I would have told it too. Okay. Here's the thing. But she did get shot once. Hold on. Okay, so we are a little bit screwed, but that's fine. That's what we're supposed to be. Let's press this. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey?
Sure, I'm sure.
Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony. Let's press. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time.
What you getting at?
Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, at a time like this?
Times like this are perfect for snapping up photos. And anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya?
When you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct?
You see.
Order, Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony.
Yeah, sorry.
Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber.
When they entered?
One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. Okay. So we press that. basically what I was looking at is you have to press everything. We are at a point that we're desperate. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blubbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against their own client. Anyway, folks, only two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Okay, so press that, press that. I don't know what we have to press. Really? We are grasping at straws. Ugh. We are just grasping at straws. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? If I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm gonna have the judge against me. Is there any... We don't have anything. There is nothing we have. And also, I know there's nothing we have. Well, Mr. Wright, nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my affair. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough. Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense! The defense! Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia! I guess I made it just in time. What did you say? Why do we have a child with us? Or is this still Maya? Because that's the hair of Pearl. God, this is... I don't understand why we would have Pearl with us. It'd make more sense with Mia, but that's Pearl's hairstyle. The face structure changes. The chest size apparently changes. God, that's weird. But Pearl's... Again, why do we have a child with us in this courtroom? It makes no sense. But whatever. Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. Also, if people, like, okay, this is me poking probably a potential massive hole into the plotline, or maybe there's something I don't get. But if Lotta was able to see that Mia Fey's, like, entire body had kind of changed into who I'm assuming was the dead nurse, and potentially killed Gray, how does no one see the fact that Maya and now Pearl have changed noticeably? How? How does no one realize that when Lotta even pointed it out? Is it something that, like, only Phoenix can see right now? But, like, in the channeling chamber, it's amplified so more people can see? Like, I don't understand this, and I don't know if this is just game logic. Someone please make, like, game theory level of like explanation, or not even game theory level, just like something along that line. Like if there is, please let me know. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Oh, she took 2 pictures! She took 2 pictures! Lotta, at a time like this...
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots.
She took 2 photos. That's what I thought. I thought she took 2 photos. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia. Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or purpose. Purpose? She's not testifying truthfully. We also have there's a second picture. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated question, it's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. You do realize your pops murdered a man. To keep his 100% actually, 98. Because, like, we won. We have a win. And Edgeworth's pops has a win. So, like, that's 2 losses for you, girly. That's 2 losses for the heritage. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony.
Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about?
Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber.
Okay, you got it.
See? You got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Again, how does no one see the massive change in Pearl? Also, how the hell were we able to bring Pearl into this? I get it's just a video game, but still. My brain is, like, steeped in logic, and it's like...
When we broke into the room, all I could focus on was mine. I was, kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it.
You took 2 photos. You took a photo of the dead body.
I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff.
You're a paranormal investigator, girly pop.
But I still managed to point my camera in mine and take a shot.
That's not... nothing sounds different than before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. And struggle all you like, as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I'm waiting. Okay. You took 2 photos. And perhaps the body was not docked. That's not what I want to focus on! I'm focusing on the fact she took a picture of the dead body. The body inside the room was not that of Mr. Gray. Yeah, I'm not... But if it was of Maya Fey after channeling her from me. Ah! Foolishness, just as I expect of a foolish foolishness as yourself. If that were the case, then it would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it?
Are y'all done here? Can I continue?
Really bad when it comes to blood ghost. 2, right.
2 what?
2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other photo you've been withholding? Again, we can see Pearl from, like, a distance as Maya. Like, everyone else has to see this change, too, right?
No, you've got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself.
Why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it.
What? Von Karma!
Are we shocked at this? Her dad murdered a man. Of course, for her, she's like, it's not pertinent evidence. Again, is there not a discovery phase in Japanese court?
Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this? You're as bad as your father.
Let's just do it ourselves.
Your Honor, the defense asks that Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes.
Me? In contempt of court?
You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's it's not fair.
Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I did not have a choice in that, Mia.
I was angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to the court?
I thought this picture was not important, and thus I felt no need to submit it. That's all.
How could you think?
The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How? How can you say that?
If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. If there's like a noticeable bone structure. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took the day of the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for.
But again, how do we explain this?
Now, should I or should I not insist the person in the photo is not Maya Fey?
Like, we have to insist it's not Maya. But like, I'm curious in terms of like actual legality. Like, would a possession actually be a thing? Let's just keep pushing.
Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I see that.
It's not just her face.
So her whole body has taken on a different appearance.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Like, we all know what it is.
But like, okay.
Order. Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it.
You're too soft.
Huh?
You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face.
She's smiling.
I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant Maya Fey during her visit.
Maya Fey, but
isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Again, though, if she doesn't have control of her body, would that still constitute? I don't know. It's unbelievable that she can, yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may.
Mia.
Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Don't they have cameras up all the time? Like, don't get me wrong, the angle is sus. But, like, this is also like a
Like, this isn't in, like, a private area. Like, this is, like, kind of in, like, the phone call booth area. Right? I don't know. Surely you must know that pictures can't be submitted as evidence. At that picture. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burnt into the judge's mind. I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end, but if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in the picture is not Maya Fey? The only thing that we have is... Do we have the information? That's the only thing. I guess we do, because it's Meanie. Maybe. Okay. Let's do it. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you've spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange? There's no gunshot wound. Oh, wrong button. Please direct your attention here. To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. It should be there. Ugh. There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence. You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. I'm at the point, I'm like, I have to start this, like, suspending my disbelief, because I'm like, things are making less and less sense, and I'm like, I just have to accept it. You like to bring the moves down, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ugh, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? What incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to the case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francesca Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Or gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, in this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. Also, if we go off of Lotta's statement, there was one gun. Was it one gunshot? And then we tried breaking down the door, and then that's when the second, because there were two gunshots. The judge is confused by the strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there's only one logical explanation for the contradiction. here's my thing. We don't, in theory, we do not, like, obviously, like, the first one's gonna screw us over. The second one could be correct, but we, like, for our sake, it should be the shooter. But technically, because we don't know which bullet shot was which, like, we know that there was a shot made at Maya. So let's go with shooter someone else. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can only be one explanation. Technically two. This will defend it. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? I love how Lana's just still standing there. Order, order, order! If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial.
Why me?
The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us.
Hey, witness. What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor?
Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room.
Well, you know.
If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see.
Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... I swear, I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone in there, honest.
You see? Now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this photo is not the defendant, this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on. You can't fall apart here, Here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia is calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you've had enough? You have enough in you to turn things around even now? To turn things around? That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So, where did this intruder appear from and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at the situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left the room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true... Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Here's the thing, I'm not 1,000% sure at all. Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point, and the defense can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. The chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary. Ooh. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Proof that for the murder until the time of the arrest, the defendant had left the room. It has to be the... Okay, like, I'm looking at this. But there are two keys. Take that! Miss Hart, do you remember this key?
Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that.
The defendant herself locked the door?
Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind after all.
Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest.
Well, ain't that a kid? Then how come you're holding it?
I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time.
That's preposterous.
This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you.
No!
It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. The judge is just like, look, if y'all want to, like, duke it out, like, make it not my responsibility. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. And now we're in the lobby and we're gonna fight.
Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis?
Yes, I felt I had no choice.
Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that.
Nick? I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room.
And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room.
Yeah.
Well,
At least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance.
yeah, I'm counting on you.
I envy the two of you.
Oh, by the way, Nick, you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? Ticket?
Poor thing. So sheltered.
And that's gonna be it for this episode. We will continue into everything next episode. I'll see y'all then. Bye.